title of this story is The Train of Thought. The monarchs were gliding south. I was on the train of thought. It was fall. There was no time. I answered the door on automatic. "My name is First Love," she said. "What do you want? You should know." She could feel the noise inside me. I opened the door wider. She came in and sat on my couch. I watched her think, and it gave me pleasure. The train would race inside you, inhaling, exhaling. I turned on my cold kitchen light. "I'll have a 7-7, First Love said. I served her in hearts and diamonds. I looked into her eyes and saw what I was supposed to see. "What do you do?" she asked me. "Look for truth," I said. "Isn't that like smoking a cigarette at both ends?" I sort of nodded my head. The fall sun was going down, glazing the red trees of heaven, the golden maples, the oak reality. As brilliant darkness settled in, we played games with wild cards. We got straights and flushes and pairs. We won and lost and won again. Then we stood motionless and listened. "It's always there," I said. "What?" "The silence." I saw my reflection through the glass, where the mirror is yourself, and its depth the motions that you make. My spirit soared a story every microsecond. "I'm a cancer," First Love said. "I'm a cure," I replied. A whistle cried out, and the train stopped for a moment. "All I want is a house with a big backyard where we can grow potatoes and carnival-colored zinnias, and I'll take zinc." We kissed. "And we can ski down the fragrant slopes of winter, and we can have Christmas, the kind they show you in the movies, if we're lucky." "Are you lucky?" First Love asked. "If love works, it gets paid. That's the only luck I know." She put on her lucky ring. She seemed so sincere, so beautiful, so Queen Anne's lace. There was a tenderness in her sphere, a tenderness that never lets you forget how sweet the first dream really is. I asked her what she was doing on this train. She said she took it to get rid of her ex. Oh, I know what you mean. I had an ex once. It lets you know you've got a mark. I told myself that when First Love and I married, we'd name our first child Oklahoma, because that's where my daddy was born, and we'd name our second Toledo, because that's where we met. I'd become an environmentalist, and she'd become an actress who carried the sacred money charm. Eventually, we'd be warm castles in each other's moat hearts, stretching our imaginations into the good and evil doors of knowledge. When the train hit the station we both knew well, we got off and hung out in one of those dugouts where they sell it all from wisdom to wiffle balls. It's a place where you find everything you are, everything you want, everything you're afraid of. Outside, the streets reeked of beauty and ugliness, caught between a crossfire of the living and those who pretend to live. "Want some?" First Love asked. "What have you got?" She showed me a prescription of nothing and everything, and we took it all. Then we walked the city streets, wearing poetry as a glorious rage upon our sleeves. We carried delicate beauty through mazes of people until the beauty wore off and you wished yourself home. We finally cabbed our way back to the train and found ourselves. When we got there, we rode an elevator up to a party thrown by beautiful older people. The beautiful older people said the party was for the poet who died. I apologized because I knew so many dead poets. I was near death myself. First Love squeezed my hand. I resurrected. We mingled and the train moved fast. "Hey, First Love's boyfriend! Where you been all night?" It was another voice from the train. "I've been alone with First Love," I said. "You just look alone to me." First Love and I drifted in a precious package. We were plain souls in undefined morality. When we left the party, we signed the dead poet's ledger and took a holy card that I saved. Then we grabbed the elevator down where we prayed. Before she said goodbye, we played the peace war game until we both surrendered, parting in one childish peace. It's always there, you know. What? I said. The silence, she replied. And first love never lied, and first love never died.